Hi, it's time. Okay, actually first I just wanted to show you something. Because it was my birthday not too long ago. And my little sister asked me what I wanted like a while ago. And I was just like, oh, just get me something off my book wish list on Amazon. Because yeah, like, I guess that's probably like the cheapest option. And I'm not saying she's cheap, I'm saying she's a mum. So I didn't want to spend too much. So just like a book. That's cool with me. But she got me this perfume that was on my other wish list, just like the main wish list, but that's not for anyone else. Does anyone else? I think everyone uses wish lists like this, where they're wish listing stuff for themselves that they're hoping to buy like later on. Or maybe even not. Something just in like you like in the moment, and then you're gonna delete it at some point because you stop caring about it. This is Daisy by Marc Jacobs, by the way. And it smells really, really sweet, really nice. I like sweet perfumes mostly. But I just thought that was really nice because it's not an inexpensive perfume. So yeah, that was really nice of her. I didn't expect it, but and it's just really pretty, and it kind of acts as like a fidget, almost like a fidget toy, because like all these petals turn and they're like rubbery kind of. So yeah. Anyway, time to play. Right, load this one. I actually loaded it like a second ago, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm at the beginning of the new chapter. I can't do that because it instantly started. This song is... Huh. Oh, hey Dorio. Good morning.
Ohio.
Ohio. Did you get some good sleep? I need to stop pressing enter. No, I was just spacing out. I couldn't sleep at all. Ah, yes, this happened. I don't believe. I'd actually be more surprised if you could, given what happened. I know, right? Oh yeah, are you hungry? I made a light breakfast using the stuff I found in your kitchen. Sorry for not asking you first. Sure, I'll eat it. Why not? Thanks, Dorio. I'll eat it. No problem. Sorry that this is all I can do. But at least I can help in a small way. I eat brunch together with Dorio. I've been in very bad shape due to a combination of lack of sleep and fatigue. Even chewing this food is a chore for me, but I manage for Dorio. And lastly, I forced myself to gulp down some coffee. Dorio stayed in the guest room last night. I figured things would turn out bad if she wasn't at her dorm in the morning. When I asked her about it, she said she'd already received permission to stay out by lying that one of her relatives had collapsed. It's a lie that's only someone who had the trust of the dorm manager would be able to get away with. By the way, yesterday you said you found an old book in the clock tower. What happened to that book? Oh. I pick up the old book that's been sitting on my desk. It's just an ordinary book written in ordinary black letters. There's no signs of the word kill in bright red text like I saw yesterday. Must have been another one of the departed's illusions just for me. Can you read it? I can skim through it, but it'll be hard for me to fully understand without time and research. But it's related to the departed, so we've got no choice but to read it, right? Shall we try our best to decipher it? My grades in classic literature are pretty good. I'm confident I can be of some help. Let's give it a shot then. Dorio and I put our heads together and tried to make some sense out of the old book. However, my addled and wearied mind is unable to focus, and I don't feel like I'm making much progress. I bet Dorio is feeling the same. She almost dozes off in her seat. Despite our less than stellar efforts, we managed to learn some new things. In the past, M-Town apparently used to worship two gods. Oh, okay. The first one was Lord Mushigami, who is mentioned in the local lore, and the other was Lord Kabigami. Furthermore, M-Town had a special wedding ceremony tied to those two gods. Oh no. And the name of that ceremony was The Departed's Wedding. Okay. See now.
7章死人の嫁入り
I'm putting together some things that may not actually go together. It's that Shane and Ryan meme of I'm connecting the dots and then I'm going, you're not connecting shit, and then he's going, I'm connecting them. It's with the sacrifice, the doll that's given to sacrificed women? I can't remember what it was. There's something about sacrifices. And with God, you're sacrificing people to gods, right? So maybe this departed girl was sacrificed to the god. But then how do they become the departed? Because if it's the departed's wedding, how are they then the departed? If... Oh, no, the departed's wedding. If they're called that, and they are sacrificed, because I assume this probably happened to many people, then they're then the departed, right? But then why would they... Are they just called the departed because they're departed, they're dead? They're being, like, sent off to the god? I don't know. I look at the clock and realize it's already evening. Out of the blue, my phone rings. Pangs of guilt hit me and I hesitate to pick up the phone. Maybe it's the police. Who knows? Maybe Michiho's body was found and the cops received a report. Please answer the phone. Someone might have seen us together when we were heading to M-Town shop. Are you not going to pick it up? No, I will. I have no choice but to face the music. Hello? It's me, Konoe. Come to the school immediately. I will brook no disagreement. That's an order from your client. Konoe's strong words are matched by an unusually strong, assertive tone of voice. Sure thing. That's quite sudden, though. Can you at least tell me what's so important? I believe you must already have an idea. It's about Kinukawa. Uh-oh. Did she not disappear? I can feel my heart pounding loudly. Or is she just missing? Kinukawa. I'd like to hear the details directly from you. I'll be waiting here. Make it quick. Or maybe this is a red herring and, what's her name? Sakamoto? She has filed another complaint or said she saw something directly. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We haven't done anything sus, but, she saw something and then told him, and now he's gonna tell us, and she's gonna be missing. But maybe they don't know she's missing yet. I don't know. Mr. Yashiki, you look really pale. The headmaster wants to talk about Michiho with me. What? You're kidding. But how? Her corpse should have disappeared. I'll be going to Konoehara Academy. Then I will also... You stay here, Dorio. The situation will only get worse if you show up at school when you're supposed to be staying at your ill relative's place today. Understood. Be very careful, Mr. Yashiki. I drag my exhausted body to the garage. Shit, what should I do? Maybe I fooled Dorio, but the moment Mr. Konoe said the name Kinukawa, my body's been trembling. Calm your ass down, Kazuo Yasuki. You don't know what's gonna happen. Keep your head in the game. That's snoring. I slide in the car and take another deep breath, and then I slowly turn the ignition key. The chime rings when I arrive at Konoehara Academy. It seems like I arrived just as class ended. The school looks the same as always, with no cops or media in sight, which means her corpse hasn't been found yet. So why does Mr. Konoe want to talk to me about Michiho then? What was that? What was what? I didn't see anything. With classes having just ended, students begin to exit the new building. However, everyone looks exhausted. I don't feel any of the usual joy that you'd expect from students at the end of the school day. But more disturbing than that. Oh. That's why they're exhausted. Strange-looking apparitions are roaming around the school. Nobody has noticed their presence, though. I doubt they can even see them. The number of apparitions I can count is roughly equal to the number of students. It's not just one or two. And the apparitions all look the same, like a spirit with giant insectoid legs and human face. The spirits are simply clinging to the students without doing anything, though I have a feeling that they must be the reason the students look so pale and lethargic. I can understand that they're being possessed by these spirits, but why is it happening now all of a sudden? Somehow I managed to restrain myself from making any surprised noises. Attracting attention here will only make me look suspicious. First of all, I need to get an idea what the situation is. What in the world? All the students and teachers I passed on my way to the infirmary, every single one of them had a spirit clinging to their back. Wait, is it the same for me too? Sorry. I walk towards the wash bin in the corner of the infirmary, and when I look into the mirror, there are no spirits clinging to my back. I guess we assumed that already. I'm the only one who doesn't have one. Is this also the departed's doing? What should I do? My mind becomes a swirling miasma of confused thoughts and muddled emotions. Even if I were to try and explain the situation to them, I'm the only one who can see these spirits, so nobody would ever believe me. Shit. This is bad. I'm completely out of ideas. But staying here is pointless. I should make a move. Mr. Konoe is waiting for me in the faculty room. May as well get this over with. Right, time to save. Don't judge. Alright. When I enter the faculty room, Mr. Konoe is already there with an exhausted look on his face. There's a spirit clinging to his back, though he doesn't seem to notice it either. You finally arrived. Let's get on with it already. My body's feeling even more leaden than it was yesterday. Yeah, because there's a bug on you. I do recall that he mentioned feeling worn down yesterday as well. If this fatigue is being caused by these vengeful spirits, that means he may have already been possessed back then. Does the fact that I can see these spirits mean that the departed is getting even stronger? What's wrong? You seem like you're not quite looking at me. No, nothing. There are things he's better off not knowing. I'll just keep this quiet and not alarm him any more than I need to. So, what's this about Kinukawa? Oh, right. She left the dorm yesterday and hasn't returned. Do you happen to know anything about that? I don't know. Gonna lie. Don't know. Well, I've got no idea what happened to her. After the promise I made with Dorio, this is the only way I can possibly respond. Alright. Just remember, if you cause some sort of incident, it will reflect poorly upon me as well, since I'm the one who hired you. But this is a matter of the student's safety we're talking about here. If you're hiding something from me, I won't forgive you. Okay. Should I be honest with him, since it involved Michiho's safety? Even if I was, though, it's too late already. Telling him won't help anyone's safety. If you truly don't know anything about it, then we'll handle it from here. I suppose we should contact her family. These types of situations are frankly a struggle without Sakamoto around to handle them. Where's Sakamoto? Is Miss Sakamoto not here today? Yes, and she didn't even call in. It's very unlike her. I wouldn't say anything if she just weren't feeling well. Everyone falls ill sometimes, but her absence has been troubling me since I found this thing on my desk. Here, read it. No, that spirit is pretty creepy, just like the face. He hands me 5 sheets of paper bundled together with a paperclip. It looks like a write-up to me. Ugh. As soon as I read the first page, I groan. This is basically a formalized complaint against Kazuo Yashiki, the temporary teacher. The paper is a laundry list of reasons why I'm unfit to be a teacher at this hallowed institution. And to no one's surprise, my unnatural close relationship with 2 members of the student council is a primary concern. Who cares about all that? Read the last page. What's this now? The 5th page is different from the others. The other pages were written with a stern, diligent hand, but this page is inked with sloppy, disconcerting handwriting. The voice keeps ringing in my mind. They keep calling and calling, and they don't stop. I will die. I will soon die. 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 There is only one way to save my life. Go to the small room deep in the darkness. Goodness at long last. Ox Mishigami Kabigami. Those are the gods' names. Obtained Sakamoto's report. What the hell is this? Moshigami and Kabigami. It's the names of the 2 gods mentioned in the old M-Town book. This can't be a coincidence. How could Sakamoto have written this? A voice echoing in their head, guiding them a step closer to death. It reminds me of something. That's right, Izumi said something similar before he died. He did. But it's too late now. I messed up. The departed hates me. I keep hearing a voice saying die, 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 die in my head. I assume that the departed doesn't like Sakamoto because she's trying to get rid of us. I don't want to die. I'll definitely kill Hanako at the music room. Perhaps Sakamoto is also being targeted by the departed. But why would Sakamoto... Why, you're asking? Don't you even realize it? You keep asking why, always why. Isn't it your entire job to investigate that? It's because of your slowness and incompetence that we have these mounting casualties. Mr. Konoe raises his voice and glowers at me. Such a normally mild-mannered person lashing out that much. Is this because of the curse, or is he just that stressed? People's lives are at stake here. We've had students perish already. Don't use your unprofessionalism as an excuse. Results are all that matter. It's entirely your fault that things have turned out this way. Have I made myself clear, Yashiki? I'm gonna just remain silent because it's not really his fault. I don't think there's anything that he's done that is his fault, because I mean he's gotten rid of some spirits, and I guess the departed ate them. I don't know. I'm just gonna stay silent. Right, I'm stunned speechless myself. It's better not to apologize and admit guilt or protest to seem overly defensive or like you are guilty. Mr. Konoe lets out a sigh and his shoulders droop. My grandfather founded this school. I must protect it. I've been working so hard to do that. My heart feels like it's breaking now. Mr. Konoe. The only thing I desire now is your report telling me that this case has been resolved. I don't want to fritter away any more time having this conversation. You are dismissed, Yashiki. The school will be closing shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. As much as I want to inspect the clock tower, the doors are locked in the evening. I'll wait in the infirmary until the sun sets. Sure. I go back to the infirmary and wait until nightfall. We got no friends? It's time to head out. Will the door to the clock tower be open? No? Friend? A knock. Who's there here at this hour? Dodo, if it's you, you're sus. You're super sus. You're sus. I don't care if you have that over you, you're sus. Because they wouldn't want you to seem sus, so they would put that over them. Mr. Yashiki. Dodo enters the room, a spirit clinging to her back. That wasn't there back at Kujo Mansion. Did it appear when she came to Konoehara Academy, or is it because of the time? More mysteries are piling up, and none of them are being solved. Why are you here, Dodo? I snuck in since I thought you'd be the only one here at this time. I'm a real delinquent now. Why did you come here? You're going to go to the clock tower, right? I'll tag along. No, I can't let you. I am not going to have a repeat of what happened to Michiho. I didn't ask for your permission. I'm tagging along whether you like it or not. This incident isn't just about you, it's also affecting me. Dorio. Really? You're not gonna protest any more than that? We're going to the connecting corridor to go to the... We're going to the clock tower, right? Oh, it's still... How do we run again? Esk. It's been like a couple days. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, I'm scared. No, wait, there's something on the floor. The light illuminating the ground is reflecting off something. I bend over. Oh, okay. It's an eerie tooth. Don't really know why I need them anymore, honestly. A massive statue of the guardian fox stands here. Anything new? No, okay. Oops, press the right way this time. I'm really tired. So I find myself here once again, a clock tower with a clock that has stopped moving. Inside this tower, Michiho is, well, probably not anymore. Let's go, Mr. Yashiki. Yeah. The door's half opened. That means we can go inside. Makes me feel like this is the Departed's work. Are you sure about this, Dorio? You can hear the sounds of Dorio trying to steel herself. What's going through her mind right now? Tension, or is it fear? In any case, her gaze is fixed forward. I'm ready. Alright, let's go. Ugh. There's no trace of Michiho's corpse in the clock tower. There's nothing left on the floor. There's neither traces of blood nor the giant insects. Mr. Yashiki, I knew it. The Departed disposed of her corpse. I guess so, yeah. Michiho. Stumbling on her feet, Dorio walks toward the area where Michiho collapsed. Oh no, I need to sneeze. It's going away. She then turns around to me and begins to speak. Michiho was the best friend I ever had. She might have seemed selfish to you, but she was actually a really caring person. Even when she decided to be a student council vice president, she only did it to help me out. She didn't even really want to be a student council member. Were you two friends for a long time? Yes, we were friends even before we entered kindergarten. Our parents are close. Both of us are only children, though we became friends quickly. Because both of us wanted to have siblings, we often played sisters. I'd play the stubborn, fussy older sister, while she'd be the sloppy yet kind younger sister. She continues rambling until her voice gradually fades. I bet even Dorio herself has no idea what she's saying right now. It's not the time for action, it's time to just be there for her and listen. I nod silently. I shared everything with Michiho. My hobbies, future dreams, the troubles I hid from other people, even my crush. I don't want to hear about your crush. No, I don't want to hear about it. I really don't want to hear about it. Listen to me, Mr. Yashiki. Michiho loved you. No, she didn't. What? Did you realize her feelings? Vaguely. I knew it. She's usually pretty direct when it comes to showing her feelings. And it's only been a few weeks since we first met. Time is irrelevant. It's all about the event that made her fall for you. What event? Didn't you compliment her hair before? Oh shit. She believed it was fate that there was someone who could see our curse other than the two of us. But I'm a teacher and she's a student. So you think that's weird? Yes. Yeah, it's not very common and it's also illegal. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. 5 years ago at this school, there was a tragic love story between a teacher and his student. Yeah, but even then, the teacher didn't actually seem to be into her at all, right? He just wanted her to leave him alone and like tried to send imagery through the flowers. She must be referring to Rei Kashima and Sosuke Hirose from the art club. She probably heard it from Michiho. Love can bloom regardless of your situation. It doesn't matter whether the love is accepted or not. Love, huh? I might be insensitive at times, but I think I understand the kind of love Dorio is talking about. It's a feeling young girls often consider precious. However, I am an adult and a teacher, albeit a temporary one. Though they might think they have adult feelings, Michiho and Dorio are children at the end of the day. It's my responsibility to keep them that way. Thank you. This is a fucking normal... Well, it's not normal because of the CGs, but you know what I mean. I can't accept those feelings, Dorio. Is that so? I'm relieved to hear that. You're still the same as ever. A teacher who harbors romantic feelings for their student is the worst. So true, Himiko. Dorio gives me a mischievous smile. Was this some kind of test? It's not like I want you to accept her feelings. I just want you to recognize Michiho's love. I think that's what she'd want too. Dorio. Her love remained a bud until the end. It never had a chance to bloom. But now that you finally realize her feelings, I believe maybe her soul can rest a bit easier. Thank you, Mr. Yasuki. I'm glad that that ended in a way that was good. Not in usual anime fashion. What are we gonna do now? Find out who the departed is, obviously. In order to do that, we need to decipher the old book we found here. So let's go back to the infirmary. I'm sure we can decipher it if we both give it our best. It's not like we have a choice anyway. Well, I'm gonna look around here. However, even with the both of us, it'll take some time to decipher the content of the book. I wish there was a better way to do this. My cat's on the country. A cabinet full of old books. There used to be a board blocking the door. I didn't have time to check it before. Let's give it a look now. I open the door and inspect other spots beside the upper shelf where the old books are stored. Everything is basically junk, like a moldy mirror, a white mask, and some worm-eaten fabric. If only they'd been preserved properly, they might be valuable antiques. I find a familiar— oh no, it's a fucking eerie tooth. It's an eerie tooth. You're pressing the wrong button. Hello? By the way, Dorio, you said you and Michiho saw an altar where the doll was placed in the clock tower, right? But I don't see an altar anywhere. Yes, I'm surprised myself. There was definitely an altar when we came here. This is strange. Were they hallucinating or something? I don't think that's the case, because the altar was also mentioned in the school newspaper. That's true. It's absurd to think they were all hallucinating, so there's some, like, separate part to this or something. In that case, it may have been something caused by the departed, or that, yeah. No one knows which is the real clock tower. The clock tower we're in now, or the one you saw before with the altar.
Yoshi.
A large wooden box. I used the item inside here to... Mr. Yasuki, you have to focus on your investigation or else we will fail. Yeah, I know. There's a small... it's a fucking eerie tooth, isn't it? Alright. I do kind of wish I put jump scares on, but I also remember how much I hated it in... wait, I can just return. I also remember how much I hated it in the first death mark. So I don't think I will... like, it was good at the beginning. Ooh. I'm gonna guess this is Mashita. Yeah, it was good in the beginning because it wasn't, like, in your face most of the time. But then as it went on, I would be, like, using my mouse to look around an area and there'd be, like, just sudden noises and it's like, is that necessary? I don't think so. Hey, Yasuki. A familiar voice greets me when I enter the infirmary. So you're actually here, huh? Credit where credit is due. You were right, hag. Haha, you can always trust my intuition. Mashita Yasuoka. I called Kujo Mansion, but no one answered. I got worried, Yasuki. You really caused us trouble. I can see spirits on their backs too. Are these spirits attaching themselves to everyone who enters school grounds, not just those who attend Konohara Academy? Judging by the awful look on your face, something must have happened. Spill it, now. About that. Don't do that, Mr. Yasuki. If you tell them, you'll... You must be Dorio, the student council president. Please trust us. Yasuki is our friend. We won't betray him. Yasuki is already a jumbled pile of misdemeanors. Trespassing, theft, traffic violations, some more theft. I can't count them all on my fingers. I'm not going to be surprised by anything that comes out of his damn mouth. Stop wasting my time and spit it out already. Well... I might have killed someone. Fine, I'll talk. I want to bring an end to this case no matter what it costs me, and I need your help. Where's my cat doing? I tell them everything that happened last night, and I don't hide a single thing. The Departed's wrath, the old book we found at the clock tower, the fact that I killed Michiho, Dorio helping me out, and the spirits I've been seeing on everyone since this morning. You must be kidding me. Think you killed someone? Don't blame him for that. He was controlled by the Departed. Insanity or not, murder is still murder. Article 199, a person who kills another person is punished by the death penalty or life imprisonment, or for a definite term of no less than 5 years. I'd slap the cuffs on you myself if I had them with me. I can see that. Let me just say one thing. The law only applies if the victim is human. What do you mean by that? Oh, come on. Stop playing dumb. You know damn well what I mean. There's a definite chance Michiho Kinukawa was the Departed. What are you going on about now? There's no way Michiho was. I think you both are. You think there's no way? She's pretty suspicious to me. Doesn't her unnatural attachment and affection for you remind you of the Departed? Yeah, they both kind of have that. Please stop. How dare you talk about her love like that? You better watch your mouth too, Himiko. Dorio. You're also a suspect. Both of you have something in common with the way you approach Yashiki. Enough! You're being so cruel. Dorio glares at Mashita, her shoulders trembling. She's gonna lunge at him any moment now. I mean... Stop it, girl. Calm down, Dorio. I'll deal with him. Understood. Yashiki, here's my suggestion for you. Investigate Michiho Kinukawa. Determine whether or not she really was the Departed. But Michiho is already... Even if her corpse is gone, the evidence remains. Search her room. You might find clues about the Departed there. Where did she live? The dormitory near the school. She's in the same dorm as you, right? Yes. It's a good thing we have someone who knows about the dorm with us. Will you help us out? Mr. Yashiki, are you telling me you suspect Michiho? I mean... Should I lie? I'm gonna lie. No, I'm only doing this to prove her innocence, because if we say yes, she might push back a bit more. Understood. And also, if she is to do with the Departed, I don't want to piss her off. I'll cooperate since I believe she's innocent. Thanks, Dorio. Hey, Yashiki. You mentioned seeing vengeful spirits? Yes, in fact there's also one on your back. I guess this must be why I've been feeling weird ever since yesterday. I wonder if the reason only you can see them is because you're the Departed's groom. What are they, anyway? The embodiment of the Departed's curse, most likely. Must be a result of their transformation, like the red lights in the school. Perhaps they all look the same because they were born from the same curse. It's not totally impossible, though the fact that the spirits are part human, part insect definitely raises some questions. Considering one of the Japanese characters composing the name Lord Mushigami means insect, I wonder if there's a connection. Probably. The deities of M-Town and the Departed, they really might be connected in some way. I believe they are. What will happen if we just let them be? I don't know for certain, but I have a prediction. Those who are possessed by spirits will grow progressively weaker before they eventually die. I've witnessed it several times. No way, so everyone will die at this rate. Is there anything we can do to avoid it? Considering the number of the spirits, performing an exorcism is out of the question. Our only hope is to exterminate the leader of the spirits, the Departed. They're the cause of this disaster. Once they're gone, everything will go back to normal. Things have gone from worse to horrible at blazing speed. The damage has spread, but our mission remains unchanged. There's something I'd like to ask you, Yasuoka. I take the old book from my bag. Can you help us decipher this book? It's a book about M-Town, a formerly inhabited area here. Maybe it can also tell us something about the Departed. Can you read it? You're really well versed in these sort of things. Sure, I'll do my best. I'll try to decipher as much of the book as I can until you all return. Well, I trust her with it. Shall we head over to the student dormitory? It's just across from the bus stop in front of the school. Alright. I'll see you in the next one.